don't know about you guys, but I just absolutely love tier lists. Tier lists over here, tier lists over there. I don't know why, but I just feel the need to spread my unwanted opinion about everything. All right, so there's no easy way to say this, but I'm out of ideas. There is a lot of amazing content on YouTube, so much so that it can honestly get overwhelming at times, ranging from compilations to highlights to animations and even short documentaries. But at the very bottom pit of all those videos that actually do require hard work and effort are tier list videos. Tier list videos are without a doubt the most pathetic, lazy, and bland type of content any content creator could produce. And for some reason, y'all motherfuckers keep clicking on it, which is why I decided to make one of those videos today. I am absolutely shameless. I know. My next video is going to be a you laugh, you lose Reddit compilation challenge with Ghost Peppers gone sexual reaction. Arcanas! We've all seen them, we all know them, and if you're stupid enough to spend $20 without thinking, you probably have some of them. Coming from someone that has some of these Arcanas, I can safely say that yes, they are indeed a waste of money and not worth it at all. Especially for those ones that were like even more expensive because they were locked behind a Battle Pass exclusive. Like some of them are pretty terrible. Regardless, I am here for only one thing and one thing only. I am here to vote on and to order up all the most beautiful and pristine Arcanas in the game. From S tier being the best of the best, A tier being a very solid one, B for being all right, C for being okay, and F for being absolutely fucking terrible. A very important thing I must note, and you guys should keep in mind, is that I am purely basing all of my judgments off of my looks alone. I don't care if the Arcana is more exclusive or it's more rare than the other ones, or it's like more expensive. None of those factors are going to be adding extra points to the system or anything like that because it doesn't matter. Also, another point is that this is just my opinion, okay? Please keep in mind, this is just my personal opinion. Nobody gives a fuck about your opinion, okay? This is my video. All right, so let's get started, shall we? We have all the beautiful and not so beautiful Arcanas right here in front of us. I don't know what I want to do. I feel like it's always so hard starting a tier list video because I don't know if I want to start, you know, with like a really spicy hot take or, you know, just go with the easy, simple one. I don't know. I think I'm going to start off on a positive note, okay? I'm going to start with the S of Arcana, all right? S of Arcana, I feel like is a pretty decent Arcana. I really don't think it's actually that good though. For a couple of reasons why, right? Like I feel like it's just so simple. Like he's literally just on fire more. Like there's really nothing much you can really do with SF in general to make him more, you know, just more cool and wicked. Like he's already such a wicked character. So I think I'm gonna give him like a I want to give him an A because I do play him myself and he's actually like one of my favorite heroes. But I'm not gonna lie, okay? I'm not gonna be biased. I don't even think the Arcana is that good. It's one of the very early Arcanas in Dota, so I guess that's why I'm kind of negating some points to it. So it's not that special, but at the same time, it's a pretty decently good one. I think it's fine. Like it's a decent Arcana. Like if I played Shadow Fiend, I'm happy with using that, right? Like, I think it's a solid B. All right, I think I'm gonna go with one of my personal favorites that a lot of people probably wouldn't agree with, but I don't mind fucking saying it because I really do think it's one of the best ones in the game. And it's the Earthshaker one. I fucking love the Earthshaker Arcana. I don't know why. I don't even play Earthshaker. So I'm speaking from the heart here when I say it. It is actually one of the most cool and best feeling Arcanas in the game, hands down. Like, I don't even know why. Like, it's hard to explain. It feels so good to use. And like, it's just such a sick fucking Arcana. I don't even know how to describe it. I really, really like the way it looks. Like, it's just like, it's like a fucking character off Thor Ragnarok, you know? Like, it's such a sick skin. Like, I really enjoy, like, they have the two styles that you can choose from as well. Similar to the Queen of Pain Arcana. If you, you know, play him enough, it feels like you're working towards something, you know? And I really, really like just like the voice lines and yeah, the abilities. And when you land a fucking big Echo Salami, like it just has that point system. It's so sick. I'm a really, really big fan of it. Like I understand that a lot of people would probably disagree with me with this one, but I personally think it's just it's so sick. It's super underrated. Not a lot of people talk about this one being their favorite, but I think it's it's a super clean Arcana. It's so nice. Dude, there's so many Arcanas here that I just can't wait to butcher. Like I can already see all the salty comments in the comment section. Just be like, how dare you? It's my favorite Arcana. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Like it's just shit. I don't know what to say. This Arcana is one of the worst in the game. I don't even give a fuck. Like I'm pretty sure techies pickers even admit that the Arcana is not that great. Dude, you slapped on a bunch of pig masks on the fucking character and called it a day. This is not an Arcana. It's shit. I don't even care about saying it, man. It's just shit. Like, and this is not some like, oh, I hate techies kind of shit. No, I like techies. I actually don't mind techies at all. Ever since the rework, I mean, old techies, I fucking hated them. But yeah, like I actually like techies, like believe it or not. But this is just, it's just not an Arcana. It's shit. If you're the type of person that thinks this Arcana is good, then you're probably the type of guy that thinks every Arcana is good, because this is just, it's just bad. I mean, to be fair, there wasn't really much they could have done to make the Arcana look good, because techies is just such a simple and like straightforward hero, like boom, explosion. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like they could have done something more with the Arcana. Like, I don't know, man. Fucking put some nuclear waste around somewhere, or maybe like a nuclear power plant, or I don't know, make a bunch of the techies look like a bunch of Oppenheimers. I don't know, man. But hey, spoiler alert, it's not the worst Arcana in the game. Don't worry about that, okay? There are definitely some Arcanas in this list that are far worse than the techies Arcana, okay? Let me just say that. All right, you know what? I think I'm ready to put my first A tier here, and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give another personal favorite of mine. I really like the Legion Commander Arcana. Okay, listen, hear me out. Okay, yes, Legion is a boring hero. Yes, the Legion Arcana is nothing special, but I just like the way it looks. I like the two swords. I think it's fucking sick. I also think it's pretty rare, and it's honestly really cool whenever the Arcana are the weapons for the hero, because it changes such a big like part of the hero, in my opinion. Like, I don't know, for some reason, it's like when a hero is using a different weapon, it feels like you're playing a different hero aesthetically. Obviously, you're not actually playing a different hero. It's like just visually looking, like it looks like a different hero, because it's just like so different from what they usually use. You know, Legion obviously using the pole arm. And the main thing I really like about the Arcana is her sort of, you know, shift in personality, like her completely different, like sort of persona as a character. Like, I just really love the sort of, you know, she goes from like this like noble, respectable leader, sort of, you know, soldier, to a like a cursed, demonic, you know, just corrupted version of herself. It's so sick. I don't even like Legion that much, but like when I'm playing on one of my accounts that has the Arcana, I feel like I want to play her because I like the Arcana so much. I don't know. Personally, I like it. It's fucking sick. It's a sick Arcana. Next up, you know what? I'm gonna put my first C tier here, and it's probably gonna be a hot take. I don't know. Maybe it's a hot take. I feel like most people would agree with me with this one. But it's the Wraith King Arcana, bro. It's so bad. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. I'm not even kidding when I say this. I honest to God forgot he had the Arcana. While making this video, I actually looked at all the Arcanas. I was like, oh yeah, wait, I forgot. Wraith King has an Arcana. I don't know. It's not necessarily a bad Arcana, which is why I'm not putting it to F, but it's just so forgettable. Like, bro, they gave him a chair. Like, that's literally the whole Arcana. They gave him a fucking chair. Really, all they did at the end of the day is that they grabbed the hero, polished him up a bit to make him look really nice and pretty, gave him a chair, add a progression system for some unknown reason, and he's back to being a skeleton. That is literally all they did. Whatever. That's all I wanted to say about the Arcana, because honestly, I shouldn't even be talking about it for this long. It doesn't deserve this much of my attention. I've probably put more thought into my review of this Wraith King Arcana than Valve put into the making of the Arcana itself. All right, so this is a good start, I think. We have one good baseline for every single tier of Arcanas so far. I think I'm going to add another Arcana to join the Legion one, and it's honestly pretty similar looking. It's the PA Arcana, baby. I mean, come on, you can't go wrong with this one. Like, it is just such a nice looking Arcana that to the point where it's like you can't even go back to the original PA, because it is just such a fine upgrade. Like, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck, but I'm gonna be real harsh here for a second, because it's just true. I feel like everyone that doesn't have the PA Arcana, that picks PA in a game, everybody looks at them and is just like, ew, what the fuck is that thing? It's just so fucking ugly, dude. Like, dude, it is such a good Arcana, dude. I don't even know what to say. Like, it is such a good Arcana that I refuse to pick PA without the Arcana. Like, I can never play the hero without it. Honestly, Okay, no, I don't think it's an S. I don't think it's an S. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna be very harsh here. Okay, it is gonna be like 3 Arcanas at most, but I'll put it ahead of the Legion one. It is very much. It is so much better than the Legion Arcana. But the only reason why I'm not keeping it S is that I don't think it reaches to like God tier level. You know, it is such a clean, nice Arcana, but it doesn't really, you know, it's not that crazy. It's a nice Arcana. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like one of those crazy ones that you would die for, you know? Now, an Arcana I would die for is the fucking Drow Ranger one. I am so mad I do not have this one. I think we can all agree that the Drow Ranger Arcana is one of the nicest looking ones in the game. And by nicest looking, I mean hoochie mama. Like I said, I don't have this one, and I'm so fucking pissed off that I don't, because it's so good, and it's, oh my god, I want it so bad. I'm so pissed off, dude. If I'm not mistaken, this was during the Aghanim's Labyrinth Battle Pass, which was also alongside the Mirana Persona, which everybody loved, and dude, I'm so pissed I missed out on this one, man. I wasn't playing Dota during this time, okay? My Dota was uninstalled for like, I don't know, the 9th time. You guys understand where I'm coming from, right? But yeah, I'm super salty I missed out on this one, man. I think it's one of the best Arcanas for sure. I love the way it looks in game. I also love the way it looks in some videos I've seen. But yeah, if you have this Arcana, honestly, fuck you, first of all. Like, it's such a good Arcana. You should be happy you have this one. It's one of the best ones for sure. I also think it is slightly better than the Earthshaker one. Just slightly. I definitely think that the order doesn't really matter on S tier that much, but I think it's slightly better than the Earthshaker one. Earthshaker one's still obviously so sick though. Okay, let's fuck it, dude. Let's finish off the S tiers. Okay, let's get it out of the way. I mean, we can all agree, right? God damn. Now I know what you may be thinking here, all right? Blitz, you're just rating these off of how hard your dick is while looking at these. And honestly, yeah. Am I a Coomer? Yes. Am I blind? No. Are these Arcanas good looking? You're goddamn right they are. So I don't see what the problem is. The way that she just looks already is enough for an S, but on top of that, the fact that like the Arcana slot is her back, like I think it's her wings, but even then, like, she still gets an added on weapon, like the whip that you get, you know, when you're close to creeps, that sound of whoosh, that shit it never gets old, dude. It's so sick. So the fact that you get a special weapon, even though that the Arcana slot is not even her weapon, is just already it's amazing. It's so sick. And the sound of her ult with the whip, it's fucking sick, dude. It's so sick. My voice acting sound effects are not doing the skin any justice, but I guarantee you, anybody that has this skin is gonna agree with me. It's such an amazing skin. The only people that will disagree with me here are the people that don't have it, which is like, yeah, a shame, because goddamn, it's such an amazing skin. I honestly, whoo, man, I think it's actually the best one out of all three. Yeah, I 100% think so. To be fair though, I think that a lot to do with why I think the Drow Ranger is slightly worse, just slightly worse, is because Drow Ranger as a hero is just not really, she doesn't really do anything crazy. Like, bro, like Quap, you know, has all these abilities, like, you know, a blink, a fucking ult that takes up like half the goddamn screen. Her E gets affected. Like, everything is just different, whereas Drow is kind of just like, kind of tied to just being this, you know, single target, you know, just auto attacking hero. She's kind of bland and basic in general, so it kind of holds her back a bit. So that's why I think the Quap Arcana is slightly better. Even then, all three of those Arcanas up there are amazing. I think next I'm gonna go and give another B tier here, and it's gonna be the Pudge one. I think the Pudge Arcana is pretty cool. I don't have anything against it. I think it's a cool Arcana. I definitely think that Valve did their best when it comes to, you know, Pudge, because I definitely think a lot to his downfall is that he's just kind of like a basic design hero that doesn't have a lot, you know, to him. When it comes to like his abilities and special effects and like, you know, different things added to him, there's really not much you could do with that. But I think his overall design though, and like the way that he just, you know, looks is just so fucking sick. I love the hooks coming out of his backside, and that he's got, you know, like the sort of, you know, more red to him, and his stomach's open. It looks a lot more, you know, devilish and scary, like to his already horror personality and look. But yeah, overall, I actually do really like it. I definitely think it's better than the fucking S of Arcana. Arcana. Like the SF Arcana is just too simple for me. I don't know. I think it has a lot more work put into it for sure. All right, so I think I'm going to be adding another one to the trash tier. Who's going to be? Drum roll, please. It's going to be the Lena one. Nobody is surprised. Look at that. I mean, come on, right? We all saw this coming. It's clearly one of the worst in the game, if not the worst Arcana in the entire game. Now, to be fair, it is, if I'm not wrong, it is the first ever Arcana to ever be released in Dota history. So, I mean, to be fair, right, it is rightfully so kind of bad, and it's just relatively just an awful Arcana compared to the rest here that you see. You're basically spending an absurd amount of money to essentially give your favorite character cancer. Like, it's basically just the exact same skin. Like, she's actually wearing the exact same clothes and everything, but I mean, she's bald. So yeah, respectfully, I don't see a world where anyone in the right mind would actually like to use the Lena Arcana, because it is just such a shit fucking Arcana. But now, what's worse than a shitty Arcana with a bald head? That's right, you said it, an even shittier Arcana with 2 bald heads. The Ogre Magi Arcana, to say the very least, is an absolute abomination. Not even my sleep paralysis demon looks as ugly as this motherfucker. That's right, for only the small price of 46 Australian Monopoly dollars, you can make your character look like this. An absolute mess of vibrant colors with max saturation, sure to blind your eyes, on top of the Fruit Loop guy for some reason. I hate this Arcana. I really, really do. I wish that one day the Arcana or myself would disappear just so I don't have to fucking see it again. But now what I would like to see more of are CM's feet. This is an amazing Arcana. It really is. Not just because of the feet, but I actually do really like the way the Arcana looks. I think it's a pretty Arcana, and as much as I hate CM, I mean, it's a pretty good Arcana. Let's be honest. The Arcana is really, really pretty, has a lot of special effects, and you even get a dog. I mean, what's not to like? And if for some reason you hate dogs, you heartless son of a bitch, you can even remove the dog, which is pretty cool. Like, it adds a whole layer of customizability. I think the CM Arcana is slightly better than the Legion one, but nowhere near as good as the PA one. I think the PA one is still, without a doubt, one of the best ones in the entire game. All right, so this is where things get a little bit controversial, I feel like. Okay, this Arcana's good, but it's really, really not that good. Faceless Void Arcana. Okay, a lot of people are saying, oh my god, Faceless Void Arcana looks amazing. It's got the fucking tentacles coming out of his mouth. Like, fucking wow, look at that, it's so cool, but it's really not that good. I'd probably give it a solid like B. All right, I'm honestly willing to keep it here, right here, even behind the fucking SF Arcana. There's a couple things why I think this. Number one, okay, you can't just keep adding a bunch of fucking tentacles to everything and just think that, okay, job's done, right? Okay, it doesn't work that way, okay? I just feel like all like the sort of special effects and the looks of it are just, it's just, everything is just tentacles, bro. It's like, it's so overwhelmingly, it's such an overwhelming amount of tentacles. It's too much, you know? His E, tentacles. His chrono has tentacles around it. His face, tentacles. Back, tentacles. Porn history, tentacles. Everything's just tentacles, bro. On top of that, besides all the tentacle shit, like, he also just seems a lot more stiff and like a lot, okay, stiff is not the right word to use here, but if you actually just look closely to his, like, his animations and the way that he moves around and, like, you know, attacks, like, he just seems so, like, I don't know, stiff is the only word I could really use. Like, he just seems so off with the animations and stuff. Like, it doesn't seem very fluid or like as smooth and buttery as the other Arcanas in the game. Like the regular Void, you know, he does this like this whole wind-up attack. Like, he really gets in there, you know. But then the Arcana version is sort of just like this, you know, like he hits like an old man. He does like it's so weird. I don't know. It's hard to describe it. But yeah, I definitely think it's one of the worst Arcanas. But it's still a decent Arcana. I have it at B, just like at like a low grade B. Honestly, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna put it as C. It's not that good. I definitely think it's a C. I don't know. It's slightly better than the Wraith King one, but it's like yeah, Wraith King is definitely still worse for sure. This is gonna hurt, man. This is gonna fucking hurt. Okay, you know, fuck you. You're going down there. Fuck, that was hard, man. I'm kidding. It's a good Arcana. Okay, I'll give it up here. Okay, she's not better than the CM. Okay, she's okay. She's all right. The Wind Ranger Arcana, I can admit, as much as I hate Wind Ranger, it's a pretty damn good looking Arcana. Okay, she's got a lot of special effects. She's got like the sort of, you know, point system like Earthshaker, where you Overall, is it one of the best Arcanas in the game? Fuck no. It is by far not one of the best ones, in my opinion. But it is a damn fine Arcana for sure. Fun fact about the Wind Ranger Arcana, I actually had it, but I lost it. To explain further, so I actually did end up actually whaling on the Wind Ranger Battle Pass, which was the same Battle Pass that the Co-op Arcana was in. And I think I got like a, I don't know, fuck, what was it? I thought I had like a 1,000 level Battle Pass just because I completely whaled that year for some reason. I don't know why. I think I just did it for fun. I even in fact got the Aegis replica, which is besides the point, fucking worthless anyways. I hated Wind Ranger so much to the point where I refused to click the claim button on the Battle Pass because I don't know why, I just refused to grab it. But I was not aware that if I didn't claim it and it was gone, it would be gone forever, which is kind of funny, honestly. So I basically spent all that money and I didn't even get what I paid for. So yeah, there you go, Gaben. Hope you enjoyed my money. But regardless, I definitely do think it's a very nice looking Arcana. Definitely a lot of people's favorites, but me being an anti-Wind Ranger supporter, go fuck yourself, Wind Ranger Simps. It is not that good. It is a solid A though, I will give you that. Next up, what I do think is not that great though is the fucking Spectre Arcana. Oh boy, dude. Dude, the Spectre Arcana is so bad, bro. I don't even know where I want to put it, honestly. Fuck, man. I think it's a fucking C. It's so bad. Spectre is just the hero that does not deserve an Arcana at all. Just by strictly like being a fucking boring and mundane hero to play. Just to look at this, like looking at this hero makes me fall asleep. Like it's so boring. Bro, all I'm gonna say is this. Thank God Valve stopped doing the fucking Arcana votes, because I definitely think that a lot of the people that were voting on these Arcanas were fucking just straight up trolling. Like, dude, Spectre won, Ogre Magi won. All of the most boring heroes in the fucking world just kept winning Arcana votes. It's so annoying. Now, I will say this, okay? Like, being that Spectre is a very, very, very boring hero to look at and just has nothing special with her at all, I definitely think that Valve did their best when it comes to designing this Arcana for sure. Like they tried their best, right, to make her seem fucking interesting, even though she's not. The way that her like sort of daggers come from above and like she stabs people when they're isolated, and that's it. I'll be honest, I can't think of anything else they did cool. It's a shit fucking Arcana for sure. I don't even feel the need that I should explain it further. It's bad. It's a bad Arcana. Now, what I think is slightly better, but not too crazy, is the Razor Arcana. I'll give it a B, like a B minus. It's a decent Arcana, all right? And this hurts for me to say because I'm a fucking TA main. I think with what they did to him and how they designed this Arcana was definitely pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, okay, first of all, like there's a couple of reasons why I think he's definitely a B and not a C. And number one, like, okay, I'm a big sucker for nostalgia, and a lot of you guys probably don't know this, but this Arcana is definitely a replica of the Dota 1 All-Stars Razor look, and he looks pretty much the exact same. But to add even more to that, he's got this sort of like cyclone whirlwind like effect for his whole body, and I think that's so sick. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. It definitely adds to his sort of, you know, the storm is approaching kind of persona and like his whole lore. I think it's super well done. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. He's also got some, you know, added special effects, like his lightning is more lightning-y, I don't know. But then on top of that, he's also got like this cool whenever he ults, his shield is above him and it just like starts pouring rain and it's storming everywhere. It's pretty cool. I actually like it. It's not a bad Arcana for sure. All right, next, you know what, I'm gonna fucking say it, dude. The Zeus Arcana is so bad. I feel like a lot of people are probably gonna disagree with me with this one, because a lot of people just, I don't know, a lot of people like Zeus and they like the way that, you know, he's sort of floating in the air and he looks more like a god with this Arcana. I mean, I can agree with that, but for the most part, it's really nothing special. Like, he really is just a more masculine, like a shirtless version where he can fly. I mean, okay, I will definitely say it's definitely better than a lot of these ones. I'll probably honestly put it like at a high C, because yeah, I can agree it is not that bad, but it's really not worth that price tag in my opinion. That being said, to be fair, it's also another one of those early stages Arcanas, you know, like it was in the same era as like, you know, the fucking the Lena one and the Crystal Maiden and all the other ones. So it's bound to obviously be sort of limited in regards to, you know, like like the special effects and all the stuff like that. But in terms of the just way it looks, I don't know. It doesn't hit for me as hard as the other ones. It really doesn't look anything special. But what I do really like is the Rubik one. I think you definitely can't go wrong with the Rubik Arcana. It's definitely one of the better ones in the game, but I don't know. I still like the Legion Arcana a little bit more, just personally. I definitely think that when the swag bag got announced, a lot of people probably snagged the Rubik Arcana because it's just, in general, it's like the most value out of your buck, you know? Just like, if you got a free Arcana, that was like the best one you can get for sure, right? He's got a lot of special effects, like all the abilities he steals are all green versions. I'm pretty sure I even saw a moment where if you steal Pango ult, he turns into like this fucking cube and it just starts rolling around like in a cube. It's so sick. It's super well done. And what I really like about the Rubik Arcana, which is a little bit of a soft spot for me and a lot of other people out there, is that the voice actor Barry Dennen passed away, unfortunately, and to sort of, you know, commemorate and sort of, you know, put honor to his name, they made it so this Arcana was basically just his voice, but without any special effects, which was, I think is really a nice, very nice, sweet touch to the Arcana. Monkey King, honestly, I like Monkey King a lot as a character. I think Monkey King is one of the coolest heroes in MOBAs, just in general, but I don't know about how I feel about this one. It's just kind of lame. It doesn't feel worth buying this Arcana. It's just basically him, but like a yellow, sort of stronger version of him. Kind of just sounds like a Dragon Ball Z character now that I think about it. But yeah, overall, I don't know how I feel about this one. I want to give it a fucking B just to be nice, but I'm not gonna lie, it's more of like a C in my opinion. Probably better than the Zeus one for sure. Oh wait, I completely forgot. He's got like different colors as well. Holy shit. No, okay, he actually has a lot of different like colors, which I completely forgot about that actually. Okay, that's actually a little bit cooler. I'll give it a B. I'll give him a B. Fine, sure. Overall, though, I do still think the Arcana is a little bit limited to what it like gives you for the price, the ridiculous fucking price. But I mean, yeah, he's got some special effects with like the W, but overall it's kind of limited. I mean, it looks all right. I think it looks okay. Juggernaut Arcana, honestly, exactly the same as the Monkey King one, if not better. Okay, a little bit better. He's like high up here. I think he's better, definitely better than the SF one for sure. I don't know. I don't play Jug, but like if I were to play Jug, I wouldn't feel like I needed to use the Arcana. Like I wouldn't really feel like I'm missing out by not using it. You know what I mean? It's not like the same level as PA where, you know, I kind of have to use it. I definitely think it's cool how he has like two different styles though. And I really like that animation where he like drags his fucking sword on the ground. That's pretty cool, leaving a trail behind. But yeah, overall, just nothing too special. I mean, there's nothing really much you can do with the fucking Arcana for a hero that literally just presses one button and proceeds to kill the entire enemy team. Dude, their fucking Terrorblade Arcana is so overrated. I swear to God. It is actually so overrated, is it not? I'm not actually willing to give it like a fucking low C here, dude. Like middle C, dude. I think the one cool thing about it is that you have like these sort of gems that you can infuse with it that just changes the color of the Arcana. Some are like way more rare than others. Like I remember the pink one being like crazy back in the day. Like everybody was trying to get the pink one or the purple one or whatever the fuck it was. I don't know which one it was. So I guess it's kind of cool having like sort of like, you know, different rarities of the same Arcana, like different variations of it, like kind of like how CSGO has like floats on each gun. But yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like it's a good Arcana just because it could be more expensive. By that logic, I'd be admitting that branded clothing, like all that hypey shit, is actually good looking, and we all know that's not fucking true. Yes, the IO Arcana. Do you guys remember the really old copy pastas back in the day of the fucking, it was the, what was it again? It was like the GIF IO Arcana. Oh my God, that was a classic. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this Arcana. I love the fact that it just has like this sort of, you know, it's Portal. Like I love that. I think it's so cool. I think anytime that Valve does like collaborations, this is always so sick. Even if it's like the fucking same game that they make, you know, it's still pretty cool. I love the sort of, you know, portal effect when he does the ult, he goes through a portal. It's a fucking portal cube. Everything about this is just so cute and lovable. I like it a lot. I really like it a lot. You know, when it comes to making a cosmetic skin for a literal ball, I think it's safe to say they went above and beyond. They really went hard on this IO Arcana. It's so well done. And that is it. That is all the Arcanas. Behold, ladies and gentlemen, the absolute and undisputed best opinion of all the Arcanas in Dota 2. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with my opinion? again? Do you guys absolutely hate me now and unsubscribe because we don't see eye to eye? Regardless, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Much love again to all of the amazing members right here on the screen. Really do appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. I have a lot more interesting and fun ideas that involve you guys in some videos coming up very soon. So I'm very excited for when I actually finally stop being lazy and decide to do it. But anyways, that's enough for me. This video's gone on long enough. I will see you guys in the next one. Much love as always. Peace.